You find yourself at the scene of a tornado or in the midst of some other natural disaster. People around the world may want to know what's happening, and you can help tell this story as it unfolds. So maybe you're not trained as a journalist, nor do you have expensive camera and sound equipment, but you probably have a cell phone that allows you to take video and capture sound. What's the next step? We spoke with award-winning video journalists who offer you some good advice. Before you go to the scene of a disaster, make sure your camera equipment is ready to go.
Always have extra batteries. I know that seems like kind of an obvious thing, but it is kind of one of the first things that inevitably when you need it in an emergency situation, you don't have it.
Nothing makes amateur video look more professional than a tripod.
Always a tripod. And most people don't, sometimes people don't believe in the tripod, but it really helps.
When you arrive on scene, first evaluate the situation to make sure you're safe.
I mean, obviously you want to be safe first. I definitely want to emphasize that. You certainly don't want to get in any scenario where you're in between like the action, and you can get hurt.
Once you know you're not in danger, start to shoot what's happening.
It sounds really silly, but just make sure you get the video. That's the most important thing. And don't rush off to get interviews from people or something while the fire is still going. Don't turn from the tornado crossing the field to get reaction shots of farmers looking at it. That's not the important thing. The tornado is.
For example, if it's an earthquake or a fire or something like that, you want to sort of be able to get like a high vantage point or something like that that can show the audience the spread, the amount of impact that has had on this particular area of the country, state, city.
You want to make sure you're getting different types of shots at various angles. You want wide, medium, and close-up shots. Wide shots establish the scene and what's happening. Medium shots are closer and more focused. Close-up shots are details from the scene that are very tight.
You need to have an establishing shot, wide, medium, close. You need to have cutaways so that you can get from one scene to another without a jump cut in them. You need action and reaction.
Putting the camera places, different places, not always eye level, is really important. And detail. People, reactions, close, move around.
Be sure to talk with people in the area about what they saw. Look for eyewitnesses. Always be respectful.
Do no harm. Do no additional harm to people who are in trauma.
When you go into a situation like a tornado, you have to stop and realize these people have just had their lives torn apart. And they may not be thinking the first thing on their mind is, I want to talk to a reporter.
Once you have your video, you need to quickly send it to a news source. Time is of the essence in breaking news.
Get 30 seconds of the tornado and then get somewhere and feed it. You know what I mean? Because that's what they're going to use, and particularly for the cable networks, they want it sooner.
These are a few of the tips to help you get started on covering a natural disaster. For more information on mobile video DIY, visit mobilevideodiy.com.